marriage-based conditional residence. When and how to apply for a permanent green card. Well, you need to know how to apply to USCIS to convert your marriage-based conditional status to a permanent status. If you and your U.S. spouse were married for less than 2 years at the time of your approval for marriage-based U.S. residency, you will given a conditional residence. This means that your status will expire in 2 years. In fact, you will see a 2-year expiration date right there on your green card. The purpose of this 2 years conditional residence is to let U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, take a second look at whether your marriage to a U.S. citizen or law permanent resident is indeed real, bona fide before it allows you to stay in the U.S. permanently. Your status during the 2 years conditional residency. During your 2 years of conditional residency, you will have all day-to-day rights of permanent residence. That means being able to work, travel in and out of the U.S., and even count your time toward the 3 or 5 years of residence you will need to commonly before applying for the U.S. citizenship naturalization. But if USCIS discover that your marriage was not real in the first place, it can place you in a removal proceedings and take you away from your green card and your immigration status. And near the end of the 2-year period, you will need to ask for the resident to make it permanent. If you do not follow the correct procedure to do so I will be describing that. So you risk losing your permanent resident status and could face deportation, removal from the United States. Not sure whether you're a conditional resident. If you're not sure whether you're a conditional resident, if you have a reason in being approved for the U.S. residency and are not sure whether you're a conditional resident or where residency will expire, take another look at the stamp at your passport. If you are given one upon entry and approval, the notation will be CR1. Indicate that you receive only conditional residence. The date below the CR1 should show you when your 2 years of conditional residence will end. If the stamp doesn't make it clear where until your actual green card arrives. A 2-year expiration date means you're a conditional resident, and a 10-year expiration means that you are a permanent resident, but simply need to submit an application to get the card replaced every 10 years. When and how to apply to become a U.S. permanent resident. To convert your conditional status to a permanent status, you will need to submit a petition removal conditional resident USCIS Form I-751, complete with documents and fees to USCIS facility. A lockbox will be forwarded to a service center. You'll do this within 90 days before the day your conditional resident status expires. In my channel, you will see how to fill out this form, so go and check it out. Below, you'll find a checklist for the petition. If you send the petition too soon, that is earlier than 90 days before your conditional residence expires, you will get it right back from the USCIS. But if you fail to file the petition by the expiration date, your card and your conditional residence status could both expire, and you could be deported. So, you see you have 3 months window in which to complete the file your application. So they give you 90 days before the expiration date. So try to do that before the 90 days. Keep track of the deadline. USCIS might not tell you when your petition is due. As we discussed, now, however, some exception and waiver possibility exists to filing the deadline. What if you're late in filing the I-751? If you miss the deadline by a short time, don't just give up. You are late by only a few weeks. Mail the application with a cover letter explaining the delay. The regulations allow you to file date for a good cause. Good cause might mean a family, medical crisis, a move, or changes at your job. Whatever the issue, back up your explanation with documentary proof. It is been longer, so see a lawyer right away. So that's what my suggestion to you guys. See a lawyer if you have been able to file the petition on time and it's been longer than weeks. You probably got about 3 to 6 months before USCIS puts you into removal proceedings, at which point continue with your application becomes much harder. What if you get divorced or your spouse dies? If you're no longer married when it's time to apply to remove the conditions on the green card, you can still apply. USCIS will remove the condition if you ask for a waiver of the requirement that you and your spouse apply and to be interviewed together. You ask for the waiver on Form I-751, you will need to prove that the marriage bona fide was not a sham or fake. Document you need to prepare to accompany the form. The most important information you need to submit evidence of marital relationship. Remember the types of documents you had to provide: the adjustment of status or consular interview. This might include copies of rent receipts, joint banks or credit card statements, and your children's birth certificate includes only documents covering the last 2 years. USCIS does not want to see items that you have already submitted in the past. Remember to subscribe to my channel, activate notification bell to receive notifications when I upload new videos, like, comment below, and share. Have a blessed day.